you? Hey, friends. Welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shenandoah Bisco, coming to you live right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, today's Saturday, September 14th, 2024. Got a happy birthday shout out going out to Dawn Shaw. So, without further ado, here's a birthday song for you. Hey, Dawn. Hey, you heard it's your birthday today. Why, that's another year going to be. I hope you're enjoying your special day because, well, it's your happy birthday day today. It's your happy birthday day today. Said, hey, Dawn. Hey, I heard it's your birthday today. Why, that's another trip around the sun that you made. I hope you're enjoying your special day because, well, it's your happy birthday day today. It's your happy birthday day today. Happy birthday to you, Dawn, and many, many more blessed birthdays. How about them Shen Show fans? Brief column. Yep, Savann Murphy Beason and mm, Martin Kelly, a.k.a. Smiley. And then we also have uh, Martin Murphy and Jarvis Johnson. And so there are your Shen Show shout outs for today. We're going to go ahead and do the weather forecast for you. It's going to be brought to you today by Helping Hands Thrift Store, Diner, and Foster Care Closet, located at 416 South 5th Street. Today is Saturday. Their big sale. Everything's out front. They have their sidewalk sale on Saturdays, and they've got galore of stuff. So you should stop by there as soon as you can. You can be listening to me on your drive over 416 South 5th Street, St. Charles, Missouri. All right, today, Saturday, 14th. The high today was 90 degrees. Overcast skies with a stray shower or thunderstorm possible. Highs near 90 degrees Fahrenheit with winds east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Cloudy with low temperatures overnight. The low temperatures are going to be around 68 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds will be east to northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Slowly losing my eyesight. All right, for Sunday, September the 15th, uh, cloudy skies, uh, slight chances of rain, and uh, high temperatures around 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be out of the east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Few clouds overnight with low temperatures around 65 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds will be east to northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Then for Monday, August the 16th, sunshine and clouds mixed with um, high temperatures of 88 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be out of the east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mainly clear skies overnight with low temperatures around 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be east to south, out of the east at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then Tuesday, September the 17th, mainly sunny skies with high temperatures of 89 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be light and variable east at about 6 miles per hour. Clear skies overnight near low temperatures of 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds east to southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then for Wednesday, September the 18th, sunny skies along with a few afternoon clouds. High temperatures of 88 degrees Fahrenheit and winds southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Few clouds from time to time overnight. Low temperatures of 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be light and variable southeast at about 4 miles per hour. And then our fifth and final day of our 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area, Thursday, September the 19th. Sunshine with high temperatures of 89 degrees Fahrenheit with winds south to southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And a few clouds from time to time overnight, low temperatures of 66 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds will be light and variable east to southeast at about 4 miles per hour. And that, my friends, is your 5-day forecast from the St. Charles viewing area. All right, we're going to zippy slick right on through this today because I've got places to go and things to do. Class reunion tonight, and still hoping that I have someone to escort me so that I can get there. But we shall see. We're going to do a short one that all the kids know already. So, hey kiddos, it's time for story time with TV Grandpa. Today's story is going to be The Three Little Pigs. And so, without further ado, here we go. Once upon a time, there was an old mother pig who had 3 little pigs and not enough food to feed them. And so, when they were old enough, she sent them out into the world to seek their fortunes. Now, the first pig was very lazy, and he did not want to work at all. And he built his house out of straw. And then the second little pig, he worked a little harder, but he was somewhat lazy also, and he built his house out of sticks. And then they sang and they danced and they played together for the rest of the day. Now, the third little pig, he worked hard all day and built his house out of stones. And it was a sturdy house, complete with a fine fireplace and chimney. It looked like it could withstand the strongest winds. Well, the next day, a wolf happened to pass by the lane where the 3 little pigs lived. And he saw the straw house. And he smelled the little pig inside. And he thought, well, this little pig would make me a mighty fine meal. And his mouth began to water. And so he knocked on the door and he said, little pig, let me in. But the little pig saw the wolf's big paws through the keyhole. And so he answered back, no, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. And then the wolf showed his teeth and he said, well, then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. And so he did. He huffed and he puffed and he blew the house in. Now the wolf opened his jaws very wide and he bit down as hard as he could. But the first little pig escaped and he ran to hide with the second little pig. Now the wolf continued down the lane and he passed by the second house and made of sticks. And he saw the house and he smelled the pigs inside. And his mouth began to water again as he thought about the fine dinner that they would make. And so he knocked on the door and he said, little pig, let me in. And the 2 little pigs inside saw the wolf's pointy ears through the keyhole, and they answered him back, no, not by the hair of our chinny chin chins. And so the wolf showed his teeth, and he said, well, then I will huff, and I will puff, and I will blow your house in. And so he did. He huffed and he puffed, and he blew the house down. Well, the wolf was greedy, and he tried to catch both pigs at once, but he was too greedy and got neither one of them. His big jaws clamped down on nothing but air, and the 2 little pigs scrambled away as fast as their little hooves would carry them. Now the wolf chased them down the lane and almost caught them, but they made it into the stone house, and slammed the door, and they closed it before the wolf could catch them. Now the three little pigs, they were all very frightened. They knew the wolf was wanted to eat them, and as that was very, very true. Now the wolf hadn't eaten all day, and he was worked up a large appetite, chasing the little pigs around, and now he could smell all three of them inside the house, and he knew that the three little pigs would make a lovely feast. And so he knocked on the door, and the little pigs, and he said, little pigs, let me in. But the three little pigs, they knew that it was the big bad wolf on the outside. And so they answered him back, no, 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 not by the hair of our chinny chin chin. And so the wolf showed his teeth, and he said, well, then I will huff, and I will puff, and I will blow your house in. Well, he huffed, and he puffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, and he huffed, and puffed, and puffed, but could not blow the house in. And at last he was so out of breath that he couldn't huff and or puff any longer. So he stopped to rest and thought a bit. But this was too much. The wolf danced around about with rage and swore that he would come down the chimney and eat up the little pigs for his supper. But while he was climbing onto the roof, the little pigs made up a blazing fire, and they put on a big pot full of water to boil. And then, just as the wolf was climbing down the chimney, the little pigs pulled off the lid, and plop fell in the wolf into the scalding water. And so the three little pigs put on the cover again and pulled the wolf up, and the three little pigs ate him for their supper. And so the moral of this story is just because you're little doesn't mean you can't feast on something big. All right, that brings us to the Daily Bread portion of the program. And the Daily Bread portion of the program is going to be brought to you today by the Bible with Briscoe 2024. The Bible with Briscoe 2024 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Today's reading in the Bible with Briscoe 2024 will be Proverbs 91 through 92 and 2 Corinthians 7. And so, well, having some technical difficulties, folks. All right, hold on. You know, it wouldn't be the Shen Show without him. Okay, there we go. All right, so today's devotion in the Daily Bread portion of the program is called Good Kanji. Good Kanji. Well, okay, here we go. Dragon for Windows has stopped working. Windows is checking for some sort of solution to the problem. So we will wait for the Windows to shut down before we go any further. Good Kanji is the devotion, and today's script and insight for today's devotion is 2 Kings 5, 1 through 3, and 2 Kings 5, 9 through 14. And so we're going to go ahead and bring you those two readings. So here we go, 2 Kings 5, 1 through 3. Naaman healed of leprosy. Now, Naaman was commander of the army of the king of Aram, and he was a good man in the sight of his master, and highly regarded, because through him the Lord had given victory to Aram, and he was a valiant soldier, but he had leprosy. Now bands of raiders from Aram had gone out and had taken captive a young girl from Israel, and she served Naaman's wife. Now she said to her mistress, "If only my master would see the prophet who is in Samaria, he would cure him of his leprosy." Oh, say, now we're going to continue over here to 2 Kings 5, 9 through 14. And so Naaman went with his horses and chariots, and he stopped at the door of Elijah's house. And Elijah sent a messenger to say to him, "Go wash yourself 7 times in the Jordan, and your flesh will be restored, and you will be cleansed." But Naaman went away angry, and he said, "I thought that he would surely come out to meet me and stand and call on the name of the Lord his God, wave his hand over the spot, and cure me of my leprosy. Are not Abana and Pharpar, the rivers of Damascus, better than all the waters of Israel? Couldn't I wash in them and be cleansed?" And so he turned and he went off in in a rage. Now Naaman's servants went to him, and they said, "My father, the prophet, had told you to do some great things. Now would you not have done it? And how much more than when he tells you, 'Now wash and be cleansed'?" And so he went down and he dipped himself into the Jordan 7 times. And as the man of God had told him, that and his flesh was restored, and he became clean, and like that of a young boy. And so there you go. All right, there you go. That was the daily bread portion of the program. And like I said, we're going to have to move right along today. So that's pretty much the Shen Show in a nutshell. So we're going to say, "Well, goodbye, my friends. It's time to go." I said, "Goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends. Goodbye." This here has been Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show. And as always, God loves you and so do I. So come on back and see us tomorrow, because God willing we'll be here. And we hope that you are too. Thank you. God bless you. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.